Okay, so just gonna do a quick video. I got, well, this is my Autodromo Group B Night Stage 4. Got this about a week ago, but bought this right around, I think, just before the Thanksgiving week, and it came about a week or so later. Actually, came out pretty fast. I just took about a week to be able to put it on, and I had it sized up finally. And yeah, it's a pretty cool watch. Um, Very unique design. It's like an integrated bracelet design. I would say it is, but it also has, you can see here, that this is a 20mm lug width. Got drill lug holes, and so you can pop these out and put 20mm straps. And shortly after I got it, I guess for the Black Friday week or so, they started to do a promotion where if you buy any watch, I think over a certain value, you can get your choice of an Autodromo strap up to, I think, $95 value, which is, I think, their most expensive straps are up there, and they range. But so I had bought this just before that, and long story short, basically put a comment in the Autodromo Instagram and said, well, we bought this so recently, we jumped on it. We were one of me and this other guy at least, we had bought the same watch, and we were so quick to get on it, and now this Black Friday thing comes up, and we missed a chance to get a free strap. And so he was complaining, and I commented and I said, hey, I'm the same boat, but maybe if Autodromo gets this message, maybe they should retroactively, uh, you know, be cool enough to send us a free strap, since we had just bought this watch just basically about a week before Black Friday sale. And actually, Bradley, the owner of Autodromo, replied back to me and said, well, they'd be happy to send one. Just email them, and that was basically it. And I did, and he just said, well, you can choose anything, right? So I quickly went through their catalog of straps, and there's a couple of choices. I figured for this, it's basically a brushed black, should be DLC coated case. You got silver, almost a grayish aluminum bezel, and of course the case back, and the dial has got obviously the orange accents, but it's actually a very deep navy blue color. You can kind of see there. And as such, what would go with this? And I just automatically thought, I smashed the dial color, and thought if they have a nice dark blue rally strap, why not that? And I had three choices, and this was one of them, the Saffiano leather in a navy blue. It's a rally strap, and I just got in yesterday. I was able to pick it up, and here it is. Came in a simple brown envelope with some Autodromo kind of information and stuff on there. But anyways, this is basically it. Hope the color comes through. I might have to do adjustment in my program to hopefully make it look a little bit more navy like I'm seeing, but it is pretty dark. And I think, kind of hard to tell, it should match. And when I picked this, I didn't even was able to get close enough and didn't realize that it actually had this texture on it, which is fine. The other option I was thinking about was either, I think, the dark blue or navy suede rally strap, which probably would look pretty good too, or for the same reason I was thinking gray, and I'm kind of glad I didn't. Well, the gray might have matched the bezel, and in retrospect, maybe even a plain black one rally strap would work. So anyways, we're gonna take this off, the bracelet off, and just put it on just to see. And this is not the right tool. Hang on. Okay, I needed something with a longer, straighter point versus that other thing here, which as you can see, it kind of gets wider really fast. It's not as straight. So simple, you just push it in here. I hope it's not going to pop out and fly out somewhere in the room. Yeah. So usually apply pressure on one direction. You push this in. That will dislodge it and keep it out. Carefully flip it over and do it to the other side. It's kind of hard to see, but hopefully you get the idea. I think it went back in on the other side. Let's try that again. So you gotta keep pressure. Make sure it doesn't, that's the part you just took out, doesn't slip out. So let's try that again. There you go. Always keep your hand over it just in case when the thing pushes out, that spring bar launched out. I'm probably gonna lose that when I try to do this side. And for some reason, I'm used to working my spring bars from this side, holding it like this, and then flipping it later, I think. It's probably gonna fall off of this. Just lock that down. The clasp. Oh. Well, actually, it cleared the case, so I mean, cleared the lug. That spring bar on that side, I can heard that. There we go. With that, and that's about it. Putting it back, I have a pair of spring bar pliers, which is good for bracelets because then you can pinch both sides of the spring bar and drop it into the lugs. Otherwise, with just this tool, you have to work one side and then the other, and because you kind of have to do a lot of back and forth, you get one end is going to end up having the spring bar have a lot of contact with the lugs, and you could scratch it that way. Anyways, here it is. Let's take this off. It didn't actually come with spring bars. I have a bunch of 20 mil spring bars, so I put that in there. But I'm surprised. Usually, most places that gift straps will give you a free set of spring bars. They don't cost much. Yeah, this doesn't really match this. I don't know if they have any hardware that's actually brushed, but no big deal. It's on the bottom. We'll just check this out. So, well, this is where it gets tricky. Hopefully I'm not going to scratch anything here. If it's kind of out of focus, I apologize. This is about as close as I can zoom up for now. Test it, dip it under. Okay, cleared. And just try to feel it. Oh, popped out. Okay. Do it again. That's the thing. Hopefully this. Okay, so I had to look around at my other spring bars and find ones that had a little bit smaller tip to really make sure it goes in there a little bit deeper. Only thing I noticed is that I think sometimes one side seems to fill in this hole a little bit more, but it's not too big a deal. But it is a pretty tight fit in here. I would suggest, you know, this part that rounds over on the end, if you can get a strap that's a little bit thinner, that might facilitate it. As such, I kind of have to install it at a bit of an angle so that this fatter side of the very end doesn't you know, keep it in the way of me trying to get that, push it in so that the spring bar can get into the other hole, you know. And then once it's in there and it's secure, then I can just kind of come back down like this, and it shouldn't pop out. like the other time, like the other times with the other spring bars, they weren't as deeply seated in. So just by doing this, putting it back into a normal position where how it would go around your wrist, um, actually caused the spring bar to pull out. So yeah, but using a smaller one helps. Although um, you know, I think one side sticks out just a little bit more. I don't know. It might require just finding the right spring bars, but it can be done. As you can see here. And on this, I think it looks all right. Let me polishing cloth right now. Get my grubby fingers prints off of that. Here you go. I think you see it in person. It plays off with the blue actually pretty well in person. Hopefully it's kind of showing in the video. I think the texture is all right. Has a little visual interest, but it's not so dominating. Let's see how it looks on wrist. I've got on my Grand Seiko SPG X0. It's actually 115. Great watch. And on my wrist, that's just under 7 inches. See how this wears. And I'll do another, probably a Watch U Strappin video on this strap later in the week. Just like that. Just one keeper. Surprised there isn't two. Usually, you know, you have one. Usually you have one right here, right behind the, or next to the buckle, and then another one. But it seems to hold just fine. Got plenty of space to go up, and a few more to go down. Let's see if I go one loose. This can sometimes feel a little snug. Go down just a little bit. It's probably at a more comfortable level, so you can at least get a finger under there, but that's how it looks like. I think it's pretty cool. It's just, at least you have the option to, you know, put on another strap option other than just the bracelet. Though for this design, and you know, I think it was made to be with a bracelet, and it will mostly live on that. But I like the fact that, you know, with 20 mil, popular, probably the most popular lug width and strap sizes, should not be hard to find something that you can slip in here. Just make sure it's not too thick. Otherwise, you've got to kind of have a variety of spring bars. Probably the thinner the better in this case, just to make sure it gets in there. If the tip's a little too fat and rounded at the very you know, points, then that may not be as good. But the only thing is, yeah, I gotta see like if there's a way to do this so that the ends don't poke out, because it does ever so slightly. But I just pushed it in with my fingernail. I think you can adjust it. Maybe I take the point of the well, not this one, but the spring, this tool here, to kind of push it. But you got to be careful because you can see it's very thin, so it won't take much to dislodge that. Push it completely out, and then it's gonna maybe come off the watch, right? So otherwise, for the most part, you're not gonna really notice it, and I think it works pretty nice. Cool. Anyways, that's basically it. Just wanted to show this. This became way longer. Maybe if I can, I might edit out the part that I messed up earlier. If it is, it will be you probably wouldn't have seen it, and this should be shorter than what looks like about 17 minutes at this point. So anyways, thanks for watching and enjoy your watches.